Imagine a space where your mind can breathe, your body can move, and your soul can just exhale. I'm Coach Jay from the J Tribe Academy.
I'm Coach Louis, the growth designer, and we are standing here on solid ground.
Hey JP,
Hi Louis, how are you?
well and yourself, man.
Great, thank you. Yeah,
I
so,
love that video.
yeah, it's something fun, something nice, and something that we're going to share with everyone watching tonight. What we are busy doing, what it is that we are
Yeah.
setting out to achieve, and just to tell them a little bit more about solid ground. So, for those of you who don't know yet, so Louis is the owner of Solid Ground, and we are busy with a joint venture to create a space for families to come and enjoy the outdoors, be in a safe environment, and we are also doing workshops monthly. And we just finished with our workshop about identity for January, and we have February. We are doing. Louis, you can talk about the topic that we were doing for February.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Bible project. So yeah, we'll show the photo a little bit later of the Bible project. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's something unique. And what we're doing is we are speaking about a topic every month that concerns spirit, soul, and body health. So this month will be spiritual health, and that's where the Bible Project comes in. We have all the books of the Bible up there with the videos. You can have a look. We have a fireplace there, and you can see the awesome question mark where people come and really ask very, very deep questions about spiritual maturity, spiritual growth, and so on. And it's amazing what happens there. And it's really nice to experience the Bible differently, like totally in a visual perspective, Japes.
Yes, I must agree. The first time that I saw this, it was also it was such a great representation of each book of the Bible, and you would be starting at the obviously at the bottom point of the question mark, and you work it all the way around. But just the way it's visualized, it's so easy to understand it. You know, a lot of times reading it directly out of the Bible. I'm a picture person, so for me that was a great way to see it and to start interpreting it. So I love what you've done there, and it's such a great way to have children also go and read this and look at it, because it's in such a way that they can, from young to old. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly that. It makes it a little bit more exciting, JP, and you know, the nice thing about it is you can actually see how short the New Testament is in comparison to the rest of the books.
Yes.
And the visual part of it is like it's almost like animation, it's drawing, it stimulates a different part of our minds. So it's really amazing what happens there, and we've had events there at night, which is also really cool.
Awesome, awesome. So Louis, how did Solid Ground start?
Yeah, wow, it is a very good question. And yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity, because I very dearly speak about it, because it's really something that's close to my heart. And my father purchased the land, and then before he could actually complete the plans that he had for it, he passed away, unfortunately. So what happened is it fell into my hands, and he hadn't started anything there. He wanted to create like a mini golf estate, I think, and a place where you can go and really just relax, because it's a beautiful piece of land that he kind of chose out just outside of Clarkstorp. So it is on Google Maps. If you look for solid ground, you will find it. And so then a year after that, myself and my wife got married on solid ground. So that
Okay.
was quite a special, unique place, and the Lord started working in our hearts. At that stage, we were in Johannesburg,
Uh-huh.
and the Lord started saying, "But come back. There's something here that I want you to do." And so it took a few years for us before we came back, but we eventually did come back about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then slowly but surely, we started putting things together. And the Lord really started calling us to start a ministry. But it's more than that. It's just actually a platform, JP, for individuals, families, people that are kind of like-minded people that
Yes.
want to be healthy, that have biblical principles, and that want to grow in relationships, in fellowship. And so the first thing that actually started after that was the men's night out, which is still going on, and that is a
Yes.
testimony evening once a month that
Okay.
we have. And we've got an outdoor church area where that happens, and it's phenomenal what happens. I mean, 2 weeks ago, there were about 40 guys there on a Friday evening, just praise and worship. And so there's so many things that actually started developing from that one thing, just deciding that we are dedicating the land to the Lord, and He started opening up new possibilities. The next thing that we did there, JP, is we put a big Jesus sign up there,
Yes.
and that was scrap metal that I bought. And
Mhm.
what actually is so amazing about that is about 3 months ago, I looked at a top view similar to that which we just had, and I saw that Jesus sign was there. It is now in
Yes.
the center of the farm. And, it's just a little bit prophetic. I didn't plan it that way, but it just happened that way.
Awesome.
Um, and so that's quite amazing. And since then, we've started another prayer group Wednesday mornings. I mean, tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock we'll be there. It's called
Okay.
Suns Rise, and that's also just been an amazing journey. So a
Yes.
lot of experiences for different types of people. We've had family nights, we've had family camps, we've had church camps. So many people come to Solid Ground just to experience a safe place where you can really just dig into good conversations about, spirit, soul, and body. And
Yes.
obviously, it's beautiful. It's in nature. There are the most amazing rock formations there. And everything is now kind of settled. We've got place where people can sit. There's nice shaded areas. We've got
Yes.
toilets. We've got running water. So it's really coming together into something that's unique.
That's very true. And like on the photo here on the right, you can see the thorn trees create like almost like a shading. That one use the wrong word. What is it?
Umbrella,
Umbrella.
like an
Yeah, yeah.
umbrella. Eh? Yeah.
And even like on days like today where it's hot, when you sit under those trees with the all the seats available and all that, it's just so cool. And it's like really, it feels like it's an aircon on almost when you're underneath the the
Yeah.
trees. And like you spoke earlier about the Jesus sign, that's in the center of the farm. And for us going there now weekly and like walking or running or cycling and stuff, it's also become like um, I would say a landmark, that we use to describe where you are on solid ground. So we will talk about
Wow.
Jesus Hill, or you go right just before Jesus Hill. So that's because it really stands out, and it's
Mm,
like you say, it's very profound there in
mm.
the space, which makes it uh, quite something to experience when you're in the on solid ground.
Yeah,
So
there and that solid that Jesus sign has
yes,
become kind of a place where everyone just wants to take photographs. And
yes,
I want to do like a board with all the the Jesus photos we've taken with all the different people, you know,
Awesome.
and it's special. Yeah, it's amazing what happens there, and it is. It's not a sign, but it's just a representation, you know. And
That's great.
there, on that sign at the moment, it says John 14 verse 6 says Jesus said that I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and
Yes,
that is where we believe, you know, the foundation for a healthy emotional, mental life, and as well your physical life.
that's true. So currently at Solid Ground, we are trying to connect those three pillars: mind, body, and soul.
Mm.
And this is a big part of what we are doing. So just as you need to take care of your spiritual, um, can I say, being, we also need to take care of our physical being, and that's by making sure that we are healthy, we are moving, and we are doing things that optimizes our body or puts our body in a healthier state or place. Yeah.
Ja, gezonde liggaam huisves 'n gesonde gees. That's what
Yes.
we spoke about earlier the
Yes.
week, I think, and it is like that, you know. One of my friends, Murdoch, said that, you know, if you look after your body, you can spread the gospel for about another extra 10 years. So, you know, it's also important, but it naturally just happened. This slide
Yes.
that you're on now, there
There
we
we are.
had a prayer walk and a worship day.
Okay.
And what's nice about it, JP, is that Solid Ground is a neutral platform. So all churches are welcome.
Yes.
And what happens is they form unity. They come into unity there. And we had an amazing prayer walk and worship day in September last year, and
Okay.
everyone just took hands. It was so amazing.
That's good. That's good. And I think it's a message that maybe it's a good time to put that out there, and it might be a little bit straightforward, but this
Mm.
people will very easily use the word um, this is a cult, you know,
Mm.
and
Yes,
what you just said, it's not. We
yes.
are an open
Mm.
space where
Mm.
all churches are welcome and
Mm.
all beliefs are welcome.
Mm.
We want
Mm.
to open-handedly accept everyone, and we just want them to come and experience the feeling that you get when you're there. And yes, being outside and connecting in a different way that you might not have experienced yet.
Yeah, all denominations are welcome, and you know,
Yeah,
we do believe biblical principles is the only way for a healthy spirit. So yeah, on the right there, we also have that store that we built, like a house tour, and we
yeah,
have functions there. We've had a 70th. We're gonna have another 60th there soon. So you know, if it is raining, if there is bad weather, you know, we can cater for that as well.
that's correct. So in the top left photo there, you'll see that there's this space in between the rocks. So this is where Louis, this is where you got married. So
That's where we got married. Yeah.
yes, so this is like an outside ondal area, like what do you want to call it in English?
It's
My
like
English is finished today.
and it's like an amphitheater. It's
That's
really
it.
it's yeah, it's protected. It's beautiful. It got amazing sound actually. You know, like acoustic sound there.
Yes, yes.
Um, yeah, so that's really a special place.
Very, very nice. And about what was it, 2 weeks ago, we had one of the advertiser, and they were playing a little bit of putt putt. So a retirement
Yes, yeah,
home.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was actually I think from Orkney.
Yes.
And yeah, so the putt is in the theme of the fruit of the spirit. So the nine fruits of the spirit, there's nine holes, and that's
Awesome.
there by the thorn area. So it's nice and close. So if your children are there, they're close by. If they, you know, you always know where they are. You can see where they are, and across that we always put up a soccer pitch
Yes.
over weekends now and then if there's functions for children. So we do cater for things like that as well.
Fantastic. So for the people watching, maybe we can start a putt league.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
look at like a putt league, like a bowling league. So lately, Louis, you've been planting a few millies and a few sunflowers. Yes, yeah,
That's true. Yeah, so we have got bees. My wife has got bees there, 2 hives, and we do harvest honey. We believe that we want to also eat healthy. And so some of the fruits and the vegetables that we grow there is organic, and we really try and do as much of that as possible, although we are still learning a lot.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, step by step. So yeah, on the right you'll see is a you can have a little bit of a representation of what the Bible Project looks like and how each book of the Bible is represented. It's almost like in a cartoon character style,
Mm.
so that you can understand the flow of the book and the main concept behind the book of the Bible.
Yeah, I'll see if I can quickly put a link on for the videos.
Yeah.
Then they can go and have a look. It's actually the most amazing thing now. They have them in Afrikaans also.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to pop in the comments. I'll pop the link there, or if you can pop that in, JP.
Yes.
I just
Send it in the chat. I'll put it there.
and if there's any questions, yeah, they can ask anyone who wants to ask any question about Solid Ground, about the vision, what we're doing there. Any suggestions also is welcome.
Very cool. So that has
So yeah,
been
just
2025 that you guys saw here on the right hand side. So
yeah.
linking in onto that, what is the vision for Solid Ground going forward?
Yeah. Yeah, I went through it this year as I was doing my goal planning, and obviously uh, Power Up is the main focus this year.
Yes.
So getting people to join up, we've got the spiritual health there, the mental health, emotional health. We're doing the workshops, and then your app with your training, and that the physical stuff. That's amazing. And the roots, we'll also see if we can find a photo of the roots, JP, and maybe share that later.
Yes.
That's really amazing and it's beautiful. So it's just to get more people to connect to that, because I think it's really valuable. It's not a case of us trying to um, do something just for us. It's really a collaborative, like you say, it's like a partnership where we say,
Yes.
but you can get all of this value. People have got access to Solid Ground. They
Yes.
can come for picnics. They can come for team building sessions. And there's so much we can do. What we want to do, my vision is to complete an area where we can sit in the stoer. So do an outside area for that.
Yes.
I want to really get some extra seating for the shaded areas. We want to bring in just a bit more obstacles for the mountain biking routes and so on. So really just making it a little bit more comfortable for people.
Yes.
But don't want to make it too comfortable, because you still want to be out in nature. You don't want to
That's
have too many man-made things. And that's, I think, where you can just plug out and unplug and say, okay, let's get away from technology a little bit. Let's experience the beauty of nature, and let's just have a chat.
Yes. So what's quite interesting about Solid Ground is in this photo you'll see that right around there it's flat, number one, and there's no rock formation. And mostly on solid ground. We've got this beautiful rock formation happening, and we've got an altitude change from where the trees there in the back is the shaded area, like just past the small piece of land that's been plowed. That's the seating area. And as you can see, the gravel road coming up and over here and running down the side, that's our blue loop that we've currently got. So we've got 4 different loops, but that would be the blue loop. And this one has the highest altitude change. So from where you start to where you end, it's actually like a 28-meter altitude difference. So all the way right through for mountain biking, running and walking, there's the whole time there's change in elevation, and it's quiet. You won't believe how quiet it is. This is just what's it, 3 kilometers outside Kaapstad on the Buffeldoring Road, and it's so peaceful, serene, and quiet when you're there, which makes it a perfect breakaway, but also a private space and a safe space where there's a gate and the entry, like we've got control over entry. So you are safe. So the other advantage here is if you go cycling or running or walking even, and maybe you are active, but the family, you can't go and take them to go cycle somewhere else, or you can go run a 10K or 5K and have your family part of it. Here you can, because they can play putt-putt while they're busy waiting, and you are passing them every about 1.5, 1.2 kilometers, you are passing them again. So you stay part of it, and the kids can play, and there's a whole play area. And in the future, we would want to bring in a place where you can buy food and you can buy coffee and cool drink and all of that whenever you're there. But the main focus right now is a safe space where you can go be active, you can have your family part in what you are busy doing, or just start creating a whole healthy habit for the whole family to go walk on a weekend, or to on a week somewhere in the week, or on the weekend go and have a picnic, but just connecting with your family and being outside. Yeah. That's
I think that's so important. Where since phones have kind of started dominating even family areas, family eating areas. If you go to restaurants, and
yes.
it's almost as if the people that go to solid ground just put their phones down.
Yes.
It's almost like a natural thing, and that's really something we want to make important again, is conversations.
That's
Because there's so many negative influences coming through social media. And it's also, I mean, you work a lot on neuro behavior, and what it does to the brain. Our brains are totally overconsumed with social media and with phones, and it's not healthy in the long run. You need to stop, you need to take a break. And what better to come and just walk. I think they've identified 110 species of different birds in the area, which is really amazing. And we've got these meditation places where you can just come and sit and take a breath and kind of refocus, um,
I
get
think
some
sitting under the trees and
inspiration.
hearing the fisher eagle is something like me and Louis
Yeah,
had a few
yeah,
meetings under the trees there, and then
yeah,
while we're having a meeting there,
yeah,
you just hear the fishy eagle in the background, and that's
yes.
it's quite special. It's quite special.
It's really nice. And we've got those swing chairs, and sometimes we put up hammocks. So you're also welcome to bring your own hammock if you just want to lie down in between two thorn trees. It's really amazing. And also this year, what we want to complete is that whole dam area where we can make really a place where you can just come and be quiet and take a breath and recharge.
That's it. So all in all, there's been a lot of development over the past, let's say, 2 to 3 years, and then now lately there's a little bit of change again, and actually now there's a whole bunch of other developments that are starting to take shape and starting to form. And this is something that we would also like to offer to businesses, for businesses to
Yes.
offer to their employees, to give them a space to go and relax. If we can
Yeah,
use that word.
that's exactly that. Employees are stressed. They have to produce, and for a employer to invest in their employees for a small
Yes,
amount,
yes,
they get all of these healthy benefits. And a place, like you say, a safe space where you and your family can go and relax, go and take a breath, go and just go and communicate.
that's true.
Have those conversations that you don't have time for, or where
Yes,
you have to go and sit in a place where you have to pay money. Yeah, you can, bring your own snacks, bring your own stuff. We just don't allow alcohol.
yes, yeah. It's an
Yeah,
alcohol-free zone,
yeah.
and basically because it's part of the three pillars that we are building on
Mm,
at Solid Ground and also in Power Up, is a healthy, once again, a healthy body, house fist, a healthy spiritual soul and mind. So
mm,
for us,
mm,
that's an important part. But we also, you can book the space for year-end functions, as well
mm.
as birthdays, and kiddies parties as well.
Yeah, and we've got awesome braai facilities, which is really nice. We've had 60, 70 people there that we braai for, or they can braai self-catering, no problem.
Yes,
And so yeah, it's for old and young. It's like you say, JP, there's something for everyone to do. And for the fitness guys, they can do the loops, the different loops, and we're also going to always advance in that. So we're going to
yes,
make extra single tracks that will be
yes,
coming this year.
that's it.
So we're really excited about getting people together and meeting new people. And as we were saying, just walking on that track, speaking to a friend, speaking to someone new, that's therapy.
Yes, yes. And how important is it to be able to be in nature and to be able to speak to another human being that is present? Last night we had this
Mm,
discussion in our training session with coaches, and it was, how much are you being present in your life right now, or how much are you focusing on running on autopilot?
sure.
And being in nature for me creates a sense of presence, to be present in what I'm doing right now, where I am now, because we've been there now many afternoons and many early mornings, and not one sunrise is the same, not one sunset is the same, not
Oh,
one
yeah.
cloud is the same. Today
Mm,
this bush is green and tomorrow there's a flower. So you are
uh,
you are you are experiencing the now, and the what greater gift do we have than the present, you know?
mm,
For me, being present also opens up a whole new space of connecting spiritually, connecting
mm,
mentally, connecting physically. It's got
mm,
a healing factor of different level. So, and that was one reason why, when you reached out and you said we must come and look at this place and think of what we can do, that for me was a big part in why I was like, yes, you know what, people
mm,
need this. And
mm. That's true.
unfortunately, the spaces that we have where we could have done this, for example, is also slowly being built,
Mm,
closed step by step, and it's becoming dangerous, you know.
mm,
But and there's
correct.
always always this factor also of I can take my children there, but I can't leave them alone. I can't run a kilometer away from them and still feel like, you know what, they are okay. And they it is okay, and it is safe, and it's a space where you can start doing these things. So for me, returning back to, you use the words, your original blueprint, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that. For me, that puts everything that's happening there into perspective and into reality, because it's the blueprint. We were in nature, we were present, and when you're present, you can hear and feel a whole lot of different things that you can't when you're not. So for me, that's what drew me to say, yes, let's do this collaboration, and yes, let's make change in people's lives. For me, it's not about financial gain in this. For me, it's about changing people's lives step by step, and giving them a space that I think a lot of people need right now. If I look at where the world's going, what things are doing, you know, at the end of the day, I just want to create a space where people can feel that and can be safe. What comes of that comes of that, but the main drive behind this is not financial gain. It's I would almost want to use the word to say it's a spiritual gain. It's a gain, that you can't go and buy that, you know. So
no, for sure.
That's my
and you know, JP, there's the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises. You know, I mean, from there you look back at the town, and really beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises.
Yes.
And it's exactly what you say. I do believe that it's all part of God's plan. You know, I believe that this little piece of land is very special, and that He has created it exactly for the purpose that we are putting together now. Long before that we intended it, and because it's all part of His plan, and He will send the people, and I think that's that, you know, for us to be true to our calling, and we spoke a little bit about that. Our purpose is to create space for people to grow. I think that's the perfect place where people can come together, experience unity, and like you say, in a safe space where you can really build memories at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't really matter what you do, if you mountain bike or run, but you're doing it together, and you're cutting off, you're buying out time, and you're actually investing in yourself, you know, and your family, the important people around you, and that's what life's about.
That's true. I must say that ground is very fruitful, because you would I've never seen grass grow that fast, or anything grow that fast.
Yeah, that is true.
Stuff that I don't want it to be there on the paths and stuff, then they grow fast. But that's a war we are fighting, and we are winning at it. Because we won't lose that. So, but it just goes, for me, it just shows that there's a lot in the ground, and I think we should explore it. We should use it, and we should make a difference to the people in Klerksdorp's lives by adding to it. And once we start adding to people's lives, we can make a difference, and they can make a difference. And that, at the end of the day, is what gives us new hope, gives us more drive, and gives us the serving purpose that the ground needs to provide to the people. So build it, and they will come.
Yes.
That's what you are doing. You're achieving a massive step. Like I say, I'm collaborating with you. I've done work there, but most of it that you see and where it is right now, Louis' hard work and dedication, and we're just going to build from there and just really create a space. We are open to people coming there and talk to us about ideas that you have. Talk to us about suggestions because at the end of the day, that space, we would like you to also enjoy that space. And if there's a way that we can make the space better and it aligns with our 3 pillars, I do think that's a discussion that we can have, but we want to create that for the people of Klerksdorp, and we hope to see you guys there to come and experience it. We are looking at on Sundays, it will be an open day where you can come for one visit and come and experience the space.
Yes.
See how it is and whether it's for you or not. And then if you like it and it's for you, then we can discuss the procedure and the process from there. But Louis, thank you so much for allowing this collaboration to happen and for us to make change. I'm not going to use the word try. We don't try, we make it. So we make change. We will make change for the people that come there, and that's what it's about, whether it's one person, whether it's 100 people, but we are creating change.
Yeah. No, it's a privilege, JP, and I think it is a good match because, since I've been using your apps and listening to some of your advice also, wow, I've seen major changes in my physical health.
Thanks.
And obviously that just that beats the normal everyday stress alone. So I think it's a great collaboration. I think everything that has happened up to now has just been obedience, and we're not exactly sure where it's going to end up, but we know it's going to be good.
That's it.
And we invite corporates to get involved. We invite there's definitely branding opportunities, as we spoke previously, if they want to come and have social media marketing days, if they want to event which they want to do team building at, we can help with them getting good publicity, getting good photos. I mean, you're a professional in that side, so yeah, we are open for discussion.
Yes. So to end this off, 2 goals that I have for this year at Solid Ground would be: 1, I definitely want to do like a 12-hour race, but running. And then I definitely want to do a 24-hour mountain bike race.
Okay, good.
So for the people that are out there with the extreme endurance and stuff, please get a hold of us. We really would want to do that. So for me, it would be a 12-hour running. You can either do it in team or in solo. And then for the mountain bike, it would be the same, but over 24 hours. And it will also be in a category of team or solo. We will set up tents and events, and we will make it even happening, and we'll have food. Everything will be there. But we are definitely, that for me is the 2 things this year that I would like to achieve on the physical side and on the event side. Those are the two things. But we will talk to the right people about that and get them involved and make something new, something different, and something next level, which is always exciting to be part of. And I think the space allows for something great like that to happen. So Louis, again, thank you so much.
Awesome.
We will talk again next week, Tuesday. And then we will give you the dates for our next workshop for February's workshop. And we will also discuss a little bit on the topic of the next workshop. So
awesome.
Thank you everyone for watching. Louis, thank you for your time. Thank you for the great space that you've been creating. And we are going to bring something cool and new to Klerksdorp for everyone to enjoy. So thank you guys for watching and enjoy.
Thanks. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.